My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is February 17, 2023. It is 2:52 a.m. This is the last video that I did yesterday, and I quickly uploaded. This is regarding Meghan's lawsuit. No, not Meghan lawsuit. Meghan's requesting to dismiss Samantha's lawsuit, right? And then I came across a tweet that sort of explained what happened in the courtroom. So I stumbled on it by accident, and then I went through it and answered my opinion as usual, and then I quickly put it out. Okay, so let's go to Twitter. I have a lot. There was supposed to be another video I was supposed to make after this video that I'm showing here, and it was too much. I didn't even bother start the next video, so I leave it for another day. So there's a list of tweets I was supposed to make a video out of, but I never did it. So I'm gonna go over the list, and I've added some new tweets that I came across before I started recording. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new tweets that I add, and then 14 existing ones. All right, so let's get going. Let's see. All right, first tweet. Part of Samantha Markle's lawsuit is that in Finding Freedom, the authors state that there is only one picture of adult Meghan and Samantha together. Sam claims that is a defamatory lie and demands that Meghan give the judge any other pics of the two together. Really? Okay, to be clear, Samantha doesn't have any of these pictures and can be certain that Meghan has any either. She's 100% relying on discovery to get potential evidence that there are other pictures of them together. Is this actually how a lawsuit works? You can just sue someone for defamation and hope that the defendant will provide evidence to back you up. I went over that. What was it? I forgot exactly how it went, but the way she put it, it makes sense. And I think I said something like they're looking for evidence. So okay, I remember what I said. It's like they're looking for evidence for Meghan and Harry to show their card, whatever evidence that they have, whether phone information, all of that, so that way the palace, I'm assuming, okay, my humble opinion, will know what Harry and Meghan have, so they themselves could go on and do whatever it is that they do, you know, to mock and make fun of Harry and Meghan. That way they know that Harry and Meghan don't have evidence to, you know, to sort of stop them in a way. Okay, so let's read some of the comments. Okay, if such photos exist, the burden of proof is on Samantha to provide those photos. That's exactly that. Okay, that's what I thought, but she really put in her paperwork that Meghan has other photos and needs to provide them. But the thing is that she's making it seem like I don't know who was selling stuff to the tabloid about Meghan. How did those tabloids, those young, you know, pictures of Meghan when she was young, how did they come about on the internet? Who gave it to them? I know it's not Meghan. So whoever sold these images, they should go to that person and ask what other information they have about Meghan, because I don't think it's Meghan who gave those information, those pictures. Okay, how will she even know what picture Meghan has in her possession? This is so messy. Okay, if such pictures existed, it's already in the flame following scammy 7-year smear campaign against her own sister. I mean, like I said, every time you stop and think about what's going on between Meghan and her sister, it's really, really sad. All right, let me continue this and I'll go into some of, you know what, let's do them now. There's 7 of them. Okay, that's what I thought. I read that already. But could it be that part of that burden is to get Megan to bring out those photos Samantha thinks she has, and to have as part of the discovery she thinks she is slick trying to trap her? Yeah, let's see here. She is such a loser. Yes, oops, not Samantha. Okay, not really. Plaintiffs are allowed to seek discovery of evidence held and controlled by defendants. If the defendant doesn't have it, control it. That's how they respond to the request. I don't know. Let me read some more and then move on. Okay, doesn't she have any photos of them together? The fact that Samantha, well, if she's saying that, because Megan said she didn't grow up with her, well, not that way, she grew up as the only child, right? And then Samantha is saying that Megan is lying for saying such a thing. Okay, so Samantha need to show how is that she's lying. Okay, like the tweet says, isn't the burden of proof is on the plaintiff, which is Samantha. She will have to bring photos to say, okay, this is us when we were this particular age, this is us when we were doing this and that, certain time and place, and you know, to show that, yeah, we grew up together, this is us who were together. So it's not Megan who's supposed to prove Samantha's case. Okay, the fact that Samantha harassment of Megan has been able to go unchecked for years is completely beyond me. Okay, because Megan didn't sue her and anything, but she's trying to avoid. But it seems like Samantha feels like she has the right to further harass her in the court system. A simple daily celeb or even YouTuber will have sued Samantha into oblivion. Okay, stop showing off, boom. Okay, bawaha. Okay, after this, let's see here. Wouldn't worry about that, as her claim, DAC 35, regarding finding freedom has been dismissed by the judge. DAC 34 was held up as Samantha lawyers paraphrase what was said in open interview, but no transcript. Okay, no transcript have been presented for review. Yeah, and when I read the thing is that they were supposed to have the transcript, because she's saying that Megan defamed her. The judge even raised that. If you're saying what she said is defamatory, so where is the transcript? And shouldn't that be important? I'm paraphrasing now. Shouldn't that be important? And then the lawyer said something like, it's like a weak case or something. I'm paraphrasing. It's like a weak case or something like that. Then the judge was like, well, if you're saying she's defamatory, you should have the word. It needs to be exactly how Megan said it, so she could break it down herself to see if it is defamatory. So they didn't have that. So that's one thing the judge is gonna be looking, I think, certain things, and the lawyer knows not to bring it, but she hoping that the judge will just scoop by and not to look into it. And I guess it works for them, because they didn't bring the exact text or quote that Megan said, so the judge hold on to it so she could go and look and watch the portion of where Megan said she was the only child, to see if it's the fame. All right, defendant request for judicial notice and support of motion to dismiss first amended complaint DAC 35 is granted for the reasons stated on the record. The court will, okay, so I went over this. Okay, I went over this. That's that video right here. It's in it, because there was someone who was in the courtroom who was tweeting about it, and apparently that person I had blocked. I don't remember why. Okay, no defendant is required to help the plaintiff make their case. Any episode of a TV judge show will tell people that. However, it appears everything except to Oprah transcript was already dismissed and decided in Megan's favor. I don't see the case moving forward. Okay, truth. We got some truth out. Finally, people are gonna know some truths, but it hasn't given us peace. It's like my word has to be peace, truth and peace. So why not ask her dad for photos of them together? That case, yeah, whoever sold those pictures of Megan, even when Megan was fishing with Thomas or something like that, whoever had that, okay, these are the people she needs to go ask, not Megan. Okay, and then there's Megan there said, please dismiss that, and you say, no, Megan, you need to show us. Oh my God, there's a laugh here. Why should Megan be the one to give the judge pictures? She is the plaintiff that says, meaning Samantha is the plaintiff, that says that they have been close, so the obligation is on Samantha to present her evidence. And her lawyers even say, this is a weak case anyway. And I'm like, I don't know, why would you even say that in court, giving the judge even more idea to throw everything out? Next tweet, this is one of the new tweets that I put on the list. The monarchy is destroying itself due to its inability to move with the time and failure to read the room. Okay, so she retweeted that. Imagine claiming a 1,000-year-old monarchy is being destroyed by what you call an irrelevant D-lister. All right, that's when they used to call Megan a D-list. All right, so that's the comment in here, and then I'll go into that. Okay, the monarchy is suffering because young people quite rightly either don't agree with them or simply hate the inequality. I think that's pretty much spot on. Yeah, and then they're blaming it on Megan destroying the monarchy. Okay, exactly, and that's exactly where they fell into with the room. They're the future, and they're pandering to the crowd who long for the good old days that never really existed. That's a very good response back. All right, let's go into that. Okay, these monarchists, royalists, and right-wingers are sick. The power that Megan has. She lives quietly in Montecito and is destroying the monarchy. How shocking. Big up to Megan. All right, so they keep going at this nonsense. Megan destroying the royal family. Oh my goodness, I'm hearing that young man voice when Megan and Harry were going to the RFK award.
Harry, what do you think about destroying the royal family? Meghan, you destroyed the royal family!
Meghan Markle is basically destroying the monarchy. Oh, there's a tweet that I came across that shows how long Meghan, I'm looking for it now, how long Meghan hasn't been, what is it, in the public eye. Where is it? These I'm skipping. They're talking about a park, South Park parody. There's some stuff that they're doing about William and all of that. I'm skipping it. There it is. This is the one. All right. Let me add this as the next tweet. I completely forgot about it. I saw it throughout the day, but completely forgot. Okay, let me go back and to this one, and then I'll go back to the other one. That will be next. I just added to the list. Okay, these monarchists, royalists, and right-wingers are sick. The power that Meghan has, she lives quietly in Montecito and is destroying the monarchy. How shocking. Bigs up to Meghan. All right, this is why I'm saying Meghan hasn't been out, and that's what make me remember of that particular tweet. Meghan hasn't been out. How is she destroying the royal or the monarchy? All right, let's see. A historic woman. That's a good one. Anything will be said when they're deflecting from the fact it's the monarchists, royal family, and toxic media destroying their own selves. Yep, that's exactly that. There's a laugh. Okay, did Meg sneeze or cough recently in the direction of the UK that has tabloid media dog barking and howling at the moon? It's said to think a 1,000-year-old institution is so fragile that a US citizen can bring it down with a single thought. Okay, Scots have Robert the Bruce, William Wallace, Bloody Mary. History will speak of Meghan the Brave. Okay, I see what you're saying here. So these are some famous people back there, and then Meghan gonna be added to that. Okay, calls are coming from inside the castle. It's not the D-lister who is destroying the monarchy. It's Camilla. Sometimes I think, let me keep this part of my thought out of this, because yeah. But anyway, let's continue. From the moment she introduced herself to Charles, she's been a harbinger of the end of the House of Windsor. You can trace all royal problems and peace or trouble back to her. Okay, so somebody put it somewhat on the sense that I was thinking. Okay, I hate tradition, so boring. I hope she dismantled the whole thing, abolished the monarchy. I wonder what happened behind the scene that they cannot report but only allude to. They know they are on the ropes of suspect. Meghan is no doubt sharing painful truth. Okay, because, and the thing is that when Meghan does come out to defend herself, is that they force her because of nonsense that they're spewing about her. And then with that Camilla, she doesn't know any different. She does not know any different. And then come to see also, William doesn't know any different. And this is what gonna destroy them. And then there's Charles, who somewhat, I'm not saying he's the brightest and the most lovable person, but he seems to be the only who have a minuscule, you have to look very close, minuscule of ounce of somewhat of basic understanding, but he's too scared to do anything. He's letting everybody around him somewhat run the show. Okay, when I say a little bit sensible of decency or some sort of that doesn't mean he has any, but it's very, very, very minuscule. Because she won't wallow, okay, she won't wallow in the muck with them or heed their cries for more confusion and chaos. Yeah, right. The insecurity, if they're so upright, there's nothing to destroy. Why are they triggering by us not liking them? I thought we were the insignificant squad. Quote, Meghan destroying the monarchy, end quote. Well, if the monarchy is so weak that Meghan could destroy it simply by being Meghan, maybe it needs to simply vanish as being too weak to be of any use to anyone. After all, it is just theater without any power, present theater. Oh, I'm reading everything. No, she is not destroying the monarchy. Well, why they keep on saying that? They're sending people to say Meghan is destroying the royal family.
What do you think about destroying the royal family? Meghan, you destroyed the royal family!
And they're asking writers to write about Meghan destroying the royal family.
I was called by the Sun newspaper. If you don't know what the Sun is, it's sort of
got the
quite-
topless girl on page 3. That's all you need
And
to
they
know.
called me about a month ago to ask if I'd write about how Meghan was like Wallace and how Meghan was going to destroy the royal family. Ask if I'd write about how Meghan was like Wallace and how Meghan was going to destroy the royal family and the arguments between Meghan and Kate. And I said, I'm really sorry, I'm just not privy to all of this. I don't think I could do it. And the commissioning editor was really twisting my arm to write this article and say, but you could say, couldn't you, that X happened, and you could say that she's fired all her staff, and you could say that Kate has said this. And I said, well, I'm really sorry, I don't know that, I can't do it. And this conversation went on for about half an hour, and I didn't write the article, but it just gives you an insight into how this whole thing is being, you know, the flames are being fanned by the media.
So why they keep on saying that? Okay, we know it's not Meghan, it's the monarchy themselves who's destroying the royal family. But what they keep on, they're giving Meghan some sort of a magical power that many people don't have. All right, the monarchy has passed its time, just like one passes gas. Foul institution with foul people. Okay, I'm not even gonna go in that. All right, so let me go into this tweet that I inserted. Okay, the numbers do not lie. We have not seen you over 3 months and the demand is higher than ever. When you have character, integrity, class, brains, substance, you will always be in demand because you two are the blueprint. All right, so she put a picture of them when they were going to the RFK award. That was the last time we saw Meghan, not Harry, because later on Harry was promoting his book because his book came out on the 10th of January, I believe. Okay, either the 8th or the 10th. The Spanish release is confusing me. I think it was the 10th, and then the Spanish release it on the 8th. I spoke about it. They tried to confuse people because some people already had the book before that. But anyway, this was the last time we saw Meghan. All right, so she went and did some research here. Google trend past 90 days as February 16, 2023. So that was yesterday. Today is February 17. So let's see here who. It's very small. I'll enlarge it when I'm editing so you could see it. But I'm assuming, let's see here. Where is red? red is Prince Harry, blue is Meghan, okay, yellow is Charles. Okay, there's yellow here, very small. It's better to see in that bar graph instead of the line graph. Okay, Charles is here, Harry is red, there he is here. Meghan is somewhat close to Harry here. Worldwide. Okay, so this part is worldwide. At least I could see that. Worldwide. So blue, Harry and Meghan are right up there, 24 and 25. Okay, then you see Charles is somewhat a little bit lower than who's purple. Who's that? I think I see a K. Is that Kate? Who's green? I think green is William. All right, so pretty much what you could see from the bar graph, Harry and Meghan are in high demand, okay, through the United States, United Kingdom, worldwide. Okay, she made that differentiation. So Harry and Meghan are right up there, and the others way below. Okay, so this is very small to even see. We could see it from the bar graph. Let's see some of the comments. Okay, and this is why the crowd had to do that, because they're asking where's Meghan, but yet Meghan is doing this, Meghan is destroying the royal family, Meghan is that. You haven't heard from Meghan since this time, the RFK award. Okay, she's enjoying her life with her little babies, and then when her husband come home after, you know, promoting the book, and then give him some loving. Oh my God, let me not go there. We know the real MVP, most valuable persons. Okay, Tyler Perry seemed to believe that Harry and Meghan are good people. Yeah, because they are. Fact, people obviously like hearing and reading about them. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. And here I have Monarchy. These new tweet that I added to the list. I didn't even touch the old tweet. Okay, so there's this here. Chuck's visit got overshadowed by boos and big protests. The evil the media wants for Harry and Meghan is falling on those who deserve it. Shame. All right, so these are the things they were hoping for Harry and Meghan. So now there were more people, because before there's that young person I showed on some previous videos was holding, I think it was a blank paper over his head. They pull him aside. All right, let's see some of these. Okay, oh, so it's one. All right, by who's that? New. King Charles was met with boos and chants of "Not my king" as he arrived in Middleton, Keynes this afternoon. Full story and video below. All right, so there's that. Currently in Middleton, Keynes, how do you pronounce it? Keynes with a bunch of Republicans. Not my king, abolish the monarchy. There it is here. Wow, they even have the t-shirt. He even have the t-shirt. Wow, and then it's yellow too, you can't miss it. You know what they should do? Make yellow be the symbol of "Not my king." Even when, because it seems like whenever they see a billboard or one of those things that they're holding here that said "Not my king," they pull those people aside. So make the color yellow be the particular thing that "You're not my king," without even writing it. It's "Not my king." You just wear the yellow, so people will already know what the yellow means. You're not my king. All right, so they can pull you just having a yellow shirt that doesn't say anything. You understand what I mean? So they should make the color yellow to be the symbol of "Not my king," without even writing any text in it. All right, because they can tell you to take off your shirt because you're wearing the yellow shirt. That's what I will do. King Charles is probably the most unpopular living king right now. Camilla's popularity must be worse. Let's see here for a comment on that. Okay, don't think Brits are happy to pay for yet another Caribbean jolly gonna be counted as work lying she got COVID while they freeze their bums and cold hate Ireland. Yeah, they don't want, what was it? There was something that she got COVID. Later on, come to find out, I don't think maybe it's on the list that I have here that I didn't touch yet, that she went on a trip. All right, so they fool people. I don't understand why they even have to do that. I don't understand. They know people gonna find out. They know the tabloid who wants juicy stories to tell people, they're gonna write about it. They don't care. The paper do not care. You tell them to write this, they say, yeah, the sources said this and that. They don't care if it's Harry, if it's William, if it's Charles. They don't care. They just want to write. I don't know why the monarchy don't get that. And to think just because you want positive coverage, that's gonna make something completely different. I don't know. And this is why they really pissed with Harry, because Harry does not want to play that game. Harry already know. You give them an inch, they're gonna want a mile. Okay? Look at how they want to control Harry's life. Okay? They're saying, they want to get into Harry's bedroom. Literally, because they took pictures of those. And then they had to move. Right? They went into his bedroom. They want to know every step that he's doing. And Harry was like, no. This is my private life. Whatever I do with my kids and my wife, it's none of your business. You want me to go cut ribbon? Hey, come along. Come and see me cut ribbon. You want me to dance for the people? Come along. I'll dance for the people. You want me to make a fool of myself in front of the people? Hey, come along. I'll do that. But when I'm doing things with my family, get the F away from me. Okay? This is the thing that Harry has been saying for a long time. And then Harry's not giving them an inch. Nobody's gonna give it to him if he doesn't put a stop to it. Okay, don't do Brits are happy to pay. Okay, so I read that. Oh yeah, the reason I bought that is that Camilla went on a tour. Not tour, I think on vacation. Was it Kate also was there too? I don't know. So the whole point was that why do they have to lie? Just do your thing. And this is why I say I like Anne. She does her thing and then cut ribbon and then move on with her life. You see her doing something, whatever, she doesn't give a F. Alright, Camilla popularity is about side chick's life. Agree 100%. Okay, let's go back. Amen. Chair. Okay, this is what happened when you throw one of your own to the wolves. Every one of you becomes the target and none is spared. Okay, the British royal family destroyed their brand by themselves due to jealousy and hate. They are not a true mafia. Mafia protects its own against others, but not the royals. Yeah, what was it? I don't know. Someone must have put something in their head to think that doing what they do for positive coverage is the way to go. I don't understand that. I really don't. When one does something good, it's the entire family who benefit from it. But no, they got jealous because of that. Since Princess Diana. Alright, let's see here. Should have done what they did to the one true royal, compassion, beauty, wonderful mom, our queen of hearts, used by this horrible pair. Yeah, what they did to Diana is unforgivable. Especially to use her to produce, and then the air that she produced is you know what, let me leave this, because next one, they lied to her. If they had told her the truth, whether or not, there's a possibility, let's say, okay, I'm not saying Princess Diana will say that, because I will never know. Let's say Charles were to tell Princess Diana, look, I don't love you, but the institution does not want me to marry Camilla. Camilla is the one that I love. But can you please be the figure next to me when I do engagement for the institution, and then produce 2 children for me? Okay? Just that alone. I'm not saying Princess Diana will agree. And then as a complimentary, and said, you could have any man that you want. We will not bother you. We will not do anything. Just be there next to me when we go cut ribbon, to present this and that, whatever. And then you could go and have your own life. If Princess Diana were to say yes and agree with it, guess what? Whatever happened to Princess Diana later on, whatever, I will say maybe that's her fault or whatever. But they lied to her from day one. And then on top of the lie, they manipulate her and they tell the world that she's crazy, while at the same time inflicting pain on her. And they expect her to keep on taking those blows, those humiliation, all of this, while they themselves just living their lives. You tell me how this is fair. This is the part I will never forgive Charles for, and the institution for allowing it. And then now one of Princess Diana's son, they lied to him, put some nonsense in his head, and for him to hate his own mother. Okay, to even go on national television to tell people that, and hold a press conference to tell people that his mother was paranoid.
That BBC employees lied and used fake documents to obtain the interview with my mother. made lurid and false claims about the royal family, which played on her fears and fueled paranoia.
Okay, meanwhile, for people with sensible mind who are still alive, who knew what happened between your father and the side chick.
By the December of that year, as you say, you'd agreed to a legal separation.
Mm-hmm.
What were your feelings at the time?
Deep, deep, profound sadness. So we had struggled to keep it going, but obviously we both run out of steam. And in a way, I suppose it could have been a relief for us both that we'd finally made our minds up. But my husband asked for separation and I supported it.
It was not your idea?
No, not at all. I come from a divorced background and I didn't want to go into that one again. People were, when I say people, I mean friends on my husband's side, were indicating that I was, again, unstable, sick, and should be put in a home of some sort in order to get better.
Do you think Mrs. Parker Bowles was a factor in the breakdown of your marriage?
Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded.
What they were doing, those people are still alive. They're not dead. It's not like it's 400 years later. Okay, it's still in the time where the surviving people are still there. Okay, to tell people that your mom was paranoid and then not giving fault to your own father when your father was the one who was inflicting those pain to the mom. This is the part that I will never forget and forgive William for calling his mother paranoid. Okay, but like I said at the beginning, if they had come truthful to Princess Diana and told her, this is why you're here for, you are here to produce and then just stand by me, go, perform to the people, because they said they do performance. They pretty much, that's what they do. Just come and perform with me. Okay, when there's an engagement or this, sometime if you don't feel like doing blah blah blah, okay, don't do extra project to overshadow me. Because that's one of the things Princess Diana was good at. Okay, so if they had told Princess Diana the truth from the get-go, and if Princess Diana had agreed, I would say, okay, Charles, you did what you had to do, you were truthful, but she did whatever. But they were lying to her. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. All right, copy. Okay, this is Dr. Zanya. A good question, she retweeted this. A good question raised by @PaganTrelawney. Who is them? Who did Graham Smith? Who is Graham Smith? Okay, CEO, Republic, author of Abolish the Monarchy, out June 1st, 2020. I have a very suspicion about this particular organization. I've said this before, not on this channel, on my other channel. And I think it's one of those where there are, how do you call this? I think I've mentioned it, where the firm have views when they know how the sentiment, okay, the sentiment of the people, okay. Now to get scoop of what is really truly being said, they create something to match the sentiment of the people. This is one of their bases, and then pretend to be a republic. That's how I saw it. Later on, that's how I came to see this particular what is it, republic, that particular I think, is it organization or whatever it is, okay, who's against the monarchy. I feel like it was established by the monarchy, okay, to pretend to fool to the people that they are against the monarchy, but yet they're not doing the proper step to get rid of the monarch, and then to hear what people are saying, get, raise money and all of that, but the money is going straight to whatever. As an outsider, my perception, my humble opinion, that's how I come to see what the republic, whatever that particular organization is. All right, so Dr. Zenia is saying this, a good question raised by @PaganTrelawney. Who is them? Who did Graham, okay, inform in advance of their protest? Okay, very odd comment. She retweeted that. There's the Graham here, who tweeted that and then retweeted it. Okay, and then tag him and to know that we are talking about you. Okay, some squad, when they talking about certain people, they don't put the tag at. at whatever that said the person could see it. So they're tagging him to say, who did you ask? Okay, very odd comment. We were able to stay because there was no lawful basis for stopping it, and we told them in advance we'll be there, simply as that. Okay, so that's this. Okay, if they said the police, it's odd because while other protesters with blank papers and alone are detained, but not him. Okay. Okay, if he says the palace, it's confirming this organization is a fraud. My guess, he will never answer. LOL. I don't know why I was right. I didn't even read this comment. When I'm looking to share things with you, in order for me to not overthink things before I even start recording, I only read the caption. That's it. All these comments here, never seen them until, okay, I'm recording to read them so I could have something to say. Okay, this is exactly how I feel. They're not, I don't think they are a true organization for what they seem to stand. I don't know, maybe people from my 200s who are on PYTE will, if you listen to my podcast almost every day, because I have something every day to share with you. Okay, I've said this before. So there's this person here who's saying some of the things that I've said. Okay, if he says the police, it's odd because why other protesters with blank papers and alone are detained, but not him? If he says the palace, it's confirming his organization is a fraud. My guess, he will never answer. LOL. Okay, he started this, he better answer. Eh? Okay, he made the mistake of not minding his business because what you said was true and he was triggered. Now he probably gonna cry that we harass him or something like that. Okay, I think it is the police. In my country, which inherited British laws, we are required to inform the police about planned protests. And who does the police report to? In your country, because informing them, you might as well inform Charles and his team because his security will need to know. That's another thing. Yeah, so let's go into that. So I'm done with the retweet of Dr. Zanye. So let's go and see where this come from. Okay, so there's Dr. Zanye here. Something about Graham Smith and those protests doesn't seem genuine. Okay, all other protesters get pulled away quick by police. How come these ones were allowed to stay? You don't need me to tell you why. Okay, let's see here. So there's this here. He came in. A very odd comment. We were able to stay because there was no lawful basis for stopping it, and we told them in advance we'll be there, simply as that. Why did you come and say it? Why did you come and respond? Oh my God. I bet the squad better take a screenshot of this because sooner or later this is gonna be deleted. Let me do that now. I never really saved those screenshots, but they all are in my videos though. Okay, who is them? Good question. Okay, a man who accused Harry and Meghan of acting improperly, then accused the Royal Foundation. I think that was, yes. Now I remember where I came from. When I started talking about it, because they had accused Harry's charity of some unlawful thing, and then later when they do the investigation, that's when I started questioning them. And I'm like, Harry and Meghan are the only two true royals, and for you to come out and accuse them, that's when I start, yes, now I remember. That's when I started questioning that organization. Okay, let's see here. A man who accused Harry and Meghan of acting improperly, then accused the Royal Foundation until forced to, and had to issue an apology, is questioning why I find his behavior suspicious. I saw it miles away. I saw it a long time ago. Okay, you may fool some people, but not me. Let's see here. Graham, this is 2020. Graham, it's okay to hold Royal Foundation to account for inappropriate use of fund without dragging Sussex Royal into the mix. To lodge a complaint, you ought to have done your research. All right, so some people were seeing it already. Okay, Sussex Royal and the Duke of Sussex, an apology. And I think that's when I started saying, yes, I don't think they are genuine, because of all people, for him to come out and accuse Harry and Meghan and this kind of thing, that's when I started questioning him. Because when you look at the other unethical behavior from the other palaces, you have Charles coming with bag of cash and all that, you don't hear anything. Okay, but Harry and Meghan, who are the only true sensible people, and then for this, that's when I started questioning him. Okay, so, and it seems like other people were questioning them as well. Let's see here. Sussex Royals and Duke of Sussex apology. On 20 July 2020, we falsely claimed that the transfer of funds from the Royal Foundation to Sussex Royal Head to Travel List was improper and likely to be unlawful. We also, for someone who's looking for a republic, and you see Harry and Meghan are doing their work, my goodness, and then for them to give them, for that republic to give Harry and Meghan this unnecessary headache, my goodness. We also wrote to the Charity Commission expressing the same point and then widely publicized our letter to the UK media without knowing. Yeah, that was the thing here. That was, now I'm remember. Oh my God, I completely forgot. Yes, to blab it out like that, to the same tactic the other royals have done to, you know, when it's something negative about Harry and Meghan, they took it worldwide. Okay. Is like you know, smoke with fire. They spread it worldwide, and then when it's time to apologize, they quiet. Okay, so that's the same thing that I was seeing. Okay, and that was way before some of the things that I've seen afterward. Okay, we also wrote to the Charity Commission expressing the same point and then widely publicized our letter to the UK media without knowing whether what we claim was true. This could have easily been a lawsuit for him here. Our intention was to draw attention to the allegation. We did not contact the Royal Foundation. Wow, my goodness, that should have been your very first thing to do. And then based on what they tell you, you investigate to see what they say is true. Then if your finding is false, okay, based on what they say, then you could do what you did. But you didn't do any of that. You just take it as face value based on your assumption. My goodness, we did not contact the Royal Foundation and or Sussex Royal before going to the Charity Commission and to the media, which would have been the appropriate action. If we had contacted the organization directly, we accept we would have realized quickly that there was nothing improper in their operation. The Charity Commission has now concluded its review and found that all activity of the charity were lawful and proper. Okay, I can believe I was able to make it. All right, that's it. That's all I could see. Let's bookmark this. Okay, that's that. People with blank play card were arrested, which I share with you. It's a video of a young man who's holding a blank piece of paper. Okay, the police pulled him away and they didn't arrest him, but they took him away. Because they didn't want Charles to see him and all of that. Right, let's see. People with blank play cards were arrested. They were not arrested. They just pulled them away. That's what I found out. So unless there's something else out there, but some of the tweets and the things, the videos that I saw, they said they pulled him away, but there was no arrest. Looks like this particular Republican resistance is favored and might actually be a PR show how tolerant, graceful, and resilient Charles is under attack. Okay, what's the point of your protest then if you inform them in advance? Clown. Okay, so he showed his card. And this was my suspicion about this particular organization. I think they just a front just to know how people's sentiment, okay, how the public is feeling. So when people go to them to tell them, oh, we don't like this, let me give you money to do this, to do that, okay, they're listening to what the people are saying, and then the palace will know and react, and then they adjust themselves. That's how I see it. Okay, next tweet. This is Prince William parody Twitter account. The downside to marrying your commoner stalker is they don't indulge in the things we aristocrats normally do. There's one thing that's coming out. I think the South Park parody came out doing things on both Harry and Meghan and William and Kate. Okay? I didn't show it because some of the things I think YouTube will not approve. So I didn't even bother bookmark it to share with you. So you probably will see it in other squad or maybe some other hate channels or whatever, because they were saying some stuff about Meghan as well, Harry and Meghan. All right, so let's see here. And one of the things they show about William is that he's pulling Kate's arms off and then he used the arm to do his pegging. All right, so I didn't want to show this because I know YouTube, you know, will be very tight with me. Okay, Prince of Wales, Prince of pegging. There's the laugh. That's commercial. People are just laughing. Okay, she doesn't do it as good as Jason or Rosie. Oh my God. Jason serves for you and mumbles hands Brady Lewis. There's that. Trust and believe that she didn't get to where she's at without participating. That's another thing. People need to think about that, because she wanted that position, so she has to play along to catch his attention as well, not only just walking in the runway with that see-through dress too. So she has to participate, make him believe this is she's part of that, she's okay with that. But until they get married, if you're not true to yourself, you can't keep on making up things all the time. But if this is part of him and he wants it all the time.
I do. I mean, this is immediately was my first thought. You know, this could be a problem.
So, and you're not about that, this is gonna be very annoying to you. All right, so he's like, let me go find it someplace else. Let me leave that topic alone. All right, let me leave that alone. This is the reason why I didn't share that that cartoon thing, South Park. All right, next tweet. Prince William and Kate are raising their kids with the Middleton model. Oh my God, the kid! Look at that, the little girl. She looks scared. Look at her. Oh my God, look at her. Her fist. Is she gonna be like? Okay, I don't want to say things about kids, but yeah, she's very tense. Look at her hand, like very tight, and it shows on her face as well. Okay, let's read some of the comment. Okay, the Middleton model. Well, let's see. What will include social climbing, future Queen Karen, gangster sister / tyrant of a mother, Nazi brother, and a drug abusive uncle. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Let me read that again. Prince William and Kate are raising their kids with the Middleton model, and this is the model that that's the one that I was talking about. Okay, there's the brother who's doing you know, the Nazi thing, and the sister, I think that was in France, raising a gun, and then there's the mom here. You could read. I don't even. Oh my Lord. Oh my God, there's a tweet that came out. I didn't share it because I know the image I'll have to do extra work to block it. There's an image of the sister, Kate Middleton's sister, who was in bikini and all of that. Her body is very torn and things like that, very fit, but the squad were talking about her bun. Okay, remember in the wedding, Kate's and William's wedding, where they make a big deal about her butt? So now she was in bikini. The squad were looking, where is the butt that they've been claiming about? I didn't share it because of the image. I didn't want to do extra work to block. Okay, Prince William and his mediocre wife raising their kids, Middleton model, meaning social climbing, chasing, betting, rich partner till they marry one. The high maintenance, tax-funded Kate Middleton only did that. She never had an established career. None of her siblings so. Okay, I thought royal family values are elite, but nah, they're going for grifting laziness. Oh my God, the Middleton model. Oh my. You could look at those pictures. I don't want to do close up. Okay, oh look, we saw all of the videos of Archie and Harry. Now all of a sudden William plays in the grass with children, but I think this is old. Okay, just like Harry and Meghan. These are old. I don't want to comment on that. It's like a new Cold War between noblemen for who can appear most wholesome and humanoid. Alright, after this, what's on the screen? That's it. Okay, so embracing Nazi things like James Middleton did on his little website project is the Middleton way. Remember how they mark Harry for the Nazi uniform? Now they're saying, you know, they're gonna model the Middleton way, but they forgot all about this, and the squad are bringing it up. Okay, what a nonsensical headline. The whole world knows that the Middleton siblings have achieved nothing noteworthy except to be married off to rich people. Okay, these responses are brutal. Anyway, if the behavior of Louis is anything to go by, there'll be a right a mess, because Louis is on the really childhood behavior spectrum. Louis is on the really childhood behavior spectrum. I don't know. Let's keep our hope high for those kids to be somewhat different, and because of Princess Diana. Okay, because of Princess Diana. And there's a possibility, and I think Louis is the young one who put his hand over Kate's mouth. He might be similar to Harry, because I think he has his own boundaries, and then when people pass these boundaries, he get pissed. Okay, this is just my humble opinion. I'm not even showing picture of him or anything like that, because based on what I saw during the Jubilee, I could see why he was upset. So there's a possibility he's already, this is probably one of the child that gonna tell the tabloid, don't F with me as well. Okay, they're probably gonna try to use them to pop up the other ones. Okay, they're gonna probably skip the girl, the middle one, because she's a girl, but there's the third one who is Louis. But I have a feeling he might be the type who said, don't F with me, because I could see him setting his boundaries, and then those people keep on crossing those boundaries, and that's how we come to see those behavior we saw. Okay, and a lot of children, let's say for instance in the balcony where he put his hand over his ear, some kids don't like loud noises, so those airplanes, you know, that were flying over were probably too loud for his eardrum. So this is why when people take kids to concert, they put those earplugs in their ear. So these are kind of things we need to take into consideration. But the family should have known those airplanes. They've been doing this for so many years. They should have known those airplanes make loud noise. So put an earplug on Louis' ear. So what did Louis do? He did it by himself. He put his hand to cover his ear. So I don't know. I'm not a child psychologist, but I could see some of these things happening. But anyway, let me leave that alone. Okay, let's finish with that. Okay, does that mean that the Middleton model is superior to the Windsor model for child rearing? Then again, then the Dunvido Corleone model is better than the Windsor model. All right, let's move on. They just don't think things through when they're writing them. Well, if it's just a royal voter who decided to write whatever, or if it's the royal family who told them to write that, they didn't think things through. Alright, to see, oh, this happened, so let's not write this. But anyway, these people don't know peace anyway. Alright, next tweet. Wait, what? Vanity Fair 2 knew about the pegging in 2015? Prince of pegging has been known. There's that. This is Vanity Fair. That was November 30th, 2015. Wow. Okay. Will you peg Prince William as a Barlow or Bourgeois type? Okay, so there's the peg here. Vanity Fair. Okay, the rumor started when he was at St. Andrews. It took Billy 10 years to propose to Wadey Katie with Miss Eddie. The rumor started... It started because when he was in Royal Moor, he quit after 4 months. Oh my God. So Harry is the only one in the royal family who doesn't quit. You have, what's the other one? Queen Elizabeth, Edward, that's it. I was gonna say Queen Elizabeth youngest son, Edward, okay, who gave up on that particular thing he was doing, but he loves to do dress up as military thing. So William quit also there too, and I think he was gonna quit at the school. It's the wife who told, well, that's the story we think. Okay, when they're trying to paint somebody in a positive way, they make up a story. So from my understanding, it was said to be that he wanted to quit his whatever he went to college for, but it's the wife who pushed him to finish. That's the story. Okay, I'm not saying it's true. That's the story I've heard. Okay, with Miss Eddie, the rumor started when he was in Royal Moving. He quit after 4 months. Also, there were rumors that he was attached to a stable boy. What? Or Windsors and Breedmen swingers. Oh my God. What the hell is this? Okay, why a footman gave Andrew a black eye? What? Why a footman gave Andrew a black eye, and it was the Queen who was livid with Edward for quitting the Movins. More intimate detail from the royals' 70 years of marriage. The boy closest to the Duke of Edinburgh heart is his youngest, Prince Edward. Edward had to face rumors that he was gay and wasn't forced into the services. Okay, this is the part that I was saying. Edward, he quit. Okay, I did a video. I learned all of this when I was doing the, what's that video? Audit production. Okay, but his mother was furious that he quits the royal moving after just 4 months. Wow, that's their favorite number, 4 months. When was that? 2020, November 11, 2020. Okay, when it comes to his son, it will be easy to think that the macho Duke of Edinburgh has most in common with Prince Andrew. After all, it was Andrew, his third-born son, who risked his life in the Falkland War as a Royal Navy helicopter pilot, just as Philip had risked his own as a naval officer during World War II. But the boy closest to the Duke's heart is his youngest. The one who chose to work in the arty world of television and much of the dismay of the Queen. That's the audit production here. All right, let's see here. Okay, is HRH Prince Edward gay? Oh my God, when was that? Time, date, 2 years. That doesn't say much. If it says 2 years, anybody could have taken that anytime. Okay, Friday 17 February. But anyway, let's read this. Okay, it's a strong possibility Prince Edward is bisexual. Prince Edward, when younger, visited his brother's Highgrove estate, Prince Charles' private home. The teenage son of the housekeeper at Highgrove walked into the stable more than once, catching Prince Edward and the stable boy making out. What in the name? Where did that come from? When Charles and Diana finally got a divorce, Charles got rid of the housekeeper and all servants who worked there during the Wells marriage. He hired a completely new household staff. It was known early within the royal family that Edward leaned gay, and so the family worked tirelessly to introduce him to some rather pretty girls. When he finally found one he plainly cared for, Sophia, the Queen allowed Edward to live in Buckingham Palace and private quarters with the woman he was supposed to be courting. This was a first for the once puritanical royal family. Prior to Edward, two unmarried people living so close to the Queen in the same house was unthinkable. The housekeeper at Highgrove, after leaving, moved to Canada, and there she wrote the book which detailed Edward's sexuality with same sex. In England, such a book depicting any royal unfavorably regarding the royal family is never printed out of respect to the monarchy. My goodness. But anyway, so whatever. So let me leave that alone. He was the handsome, vivacious young brother of King Edward VIII and George the Sixth. Let's call him the prince you never heard of. Although Prince George was known in his day, his biggest legacy is that he'll be forever known as the mysterious party prince. Not only was he said to enjoy affair with both women and men, the Duke of Kent also had a habit of being the center of countless high-profile love scandals. What the hell? Okay, being fifth in line to the throne, George never felt the pressure of having to adhere to strict royal protocol. My goodness, those headlines. Prince Charles and his valet, the truth. Oh my God, they're bringing the receipt of all of them. Oh my Lord. Okay, just goes to show we came late to the table. 2015, Prince of Pegging was hanging it all out. Oh my God. Just look at this. I remember. Okay. Okay, I need to finish. I'm 55 minutes. Took a long time for him to agree to marry her, and guessing if he was not directly in line to the throne, he will divorce her. Like father, like son. Haha. He was well known to be the Peggy from uni time, but it was not that talked about. The way he treated Harry and Meghan became more of an issue, hence people are speaking up. This is what happened. You should mind your own business. Leave Harry and Meghan alone. So be nice to his brother is important. It is the basic family value of humanity. William has become another Charles. Okay, double entry. Was it entendre? There's that. There's this. Okay, oh yeah. And if you don't know, now you know. Okay, Prince of Pegging. Oops. Okay, there's that. Okay, let's do a prayer. Now I can believe the new tweets that I added took one video by itself. I didn't even touch the next tweet. What is it? The next tweet will be about this. That's from all videos that I was supposed to record after I did this video. All right, so let's do a prayer. I don't know, the word humanity come to mind. Prayer for humanity. That's it. That's the word that came to mind. Okay, bless us all, O Lord. We pray for loved ones here and near and far away, and everyone for whom we pray. Keep us safe each night and day. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see what image. Let's pick whatever. Okay. Prayers for Mankind, a symphony prayers of Father Alexander, Man Alexander Levine. Okay, let's pick something else. Maybe something underneath it. Let's pick that one. Okay, you cannot legislate hate and bigotry out of existence. You can only pray that God removes it from yourself and others. This is my prayer for all humanity. Oh, all right, so let's keep that. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And then I'm gonna do video number 2.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and